Good afternoon, everyone. The topic that we are going to discuss is prefixes. Before I start with the video, I'd like to tell you the basic structure of this video. I'll be starting with the definition of prefixes. I'll be talking about the role or the function performed by prefixes, and then I'll be discussing some of the examples. So without wasting any time, let us start with the definition of a prefix. A prefix is a group of letters placed before the root of a word. Now, in this definition, there are two important parts: group of letters and root of a word. So I'll be starting with the root of a word, or what is a root. Friends, root is the word or a part of a word from which the other words grow. I repeat again, root or stem is a word or a part of a word from which other words grow. So what is a prefix? Prefix is a group of letters which is placed before this root to form new words. By extension, what is a suffix? Suffix is a group of letters placed at the end of this root to form new words. I'll give you an example. For instance, word like incredible. And this word incredible, the root is cred, C-R-E-D, which means believe. You add I-B-L-E to it, it becomes credible, which means believable. So I-B-L-E here is a suffix. You add I-N to it, it becomes incredible, which means something which is not believable. So I-N here is a prefix. Now, the other important thing about prefix, it indicates part of the meaning of the whole word. Now, a prefix does not give the complete meaning in itself. If you remove the prefix from the root or the word, the meaning gets totally changed. Here's the example. A word like unhappy, we add the prefix un, un, to the word happy or the root happy, so the word becomes unhappy, which is exactly opposite of happy. So which means unhappy means something or someone who's not very pleased. Now, what is the basic function performed by a prefix? Of course, one of the functions is that it helps in the creation of new words. From the perspective of a learner, if we talk, then prefix helps a person to judge the meaning of a new word or to know the meaning of an unknown word. So let's have an example. If one knows the meaning of the prefix dis, which means not, so we can add dis to like, so it becomes dislike, which means opposite of like. If we do not like something, then we say we dislike it. But one needs to be very careful with the use of prefixes, because it does not apply, we cannot apply it mechanically to every situation. Because when we think at times that it's a prefix, it might not actually be a prefix. For instance, distant. Now it has the letters dis, but in this case, dis, this is not a prefix, this is a word in itself. So kindly keep this in mind. Now let us shift to some more examples of prefixes. The first example, prefix de. It means from, down, away, reverse, opposite. It can have a range of meanings. So here are some of the examples. Decode. So what does it mean? To convert a coded message into intelligible language or intelligible idea. Decrease, we have added de, decrease. So make or become smaller or fewer in size, amount, intensity or degree. We shift to more examples. Prefix dis. Now meaning of this prefix is not, opposite, reverse or away. So let's have more examples. Disagree. So if we add dis to agree, so the meaning gets totally changed from the initial word. so it becomes have or express a different opinion. Likewise, disappear. So we have added dis to the word appear. So appear means anything which is visible. So we add dis. The meaning of the word becomes anything which ceases to be visible. Third example, prefix ex. Meaning is out of, away from, lacking, or former. So here's the first example, exhale, which means breathe out. Next up, explosion, a violent shattering or blowing apart of something as is caused by a bomb. More examples, prefix il, it means not. So, illegal, contrary to or forbidden by law, especially criminal law. So we add il to legal, so it becomes illegal, and I've given you the definition of it or the meaning of it. Likewise, illogical, we have added il to logical, so illogical the meaning becomes lacking sense or clear, sound reasoning. Next up, prefix im, meaning is not or without. Examples, impossible, we add im to possible, so it becomes impossible, which means not able to occur, exist, or be done. Likewise, improper, we have added im to proper, so meaning becomes not in accordance with accepted standards, especially of morality or honesty. Next example, in, meaning is not or without. Examples, in action, we have added in to action, so it becomes lack of action where some is expected or appropriate. Invisible, we have added in to visible, so it becomes unable to be seen. Prefix mis, meaning is bad or wrong. Mislead, which means cause someone to have a wrong idea or impression, we have added mis to lead. Likewise, misplace, put an object in the wrong place and so lose it temporarily. So when we use the word place, so it means to keep something somewhere. You add mis to it, it becomes misplaced. You lose the thing temporarily. Next up, non prefix, meaning is not. Examples are non-fiction, so prose writing, which is opposite to fiction writing. Likewise, nonsense, we add non to scences, so it becomes spoken or written words that have no meaning or no sense. Likewise, prefix pre, which means before. So what can be the examples? Prefix, we are discussing prefixes. A word, letter, or number placed before another. Prehistory, the period of time before written records, when there were no records, written records. So prehistory refers to that period. We have added pre to history. Now we have the last example of prefix for this video. So the prefix is pro. It means for, forward, or before. What are the examples? Proactive, we add pro to active, so the meaning becomes of a person or action creating or controlling a situation rather than just responding to it after it has happened. So anyone who is proactive will not react to situation after it has happened. He'll be in control of situation and create more opportunities. Next up, profess, claim that one has a quality of feeling, especially when this is not the case. Third example, program, a set of related measures or activities with a particular long-term aim. In all these examples, the prefix pro has been added to the word or the root of the word to form new words. With this, we reach the end of the video. I hope you have understood the concept of prefixes and you will be able to apply this to form new words on your own. Thank you so much. Have a great day.